Well, hello, this is Chuck again. This is our aquaculture home project, part 4. It's been over a week since I provided an update, so let's go ahead and take a look. First thing I want to point out, of course, is that the water is finally clear. I went through about 3 filters up there in the back right corner there. The filters are clearly undersized for this system, but that's what I had free, and that's what I used. So I think this filter will need to be changed out, and then I could probably go to a little bit longer frequency than changing it every few days. So here are the fish. I've been feeding them. Now we're down to about 24 fish right now, and we started with 40. And over the course of the last week or so, we've been measuring, checking the water chemistry. We noticed the ammonia has come up, and we know the water's been clearing. And because these were feeder fish, we're not sure if it was the incorrect chemistry for the water, or if the fish were simply diseased, or they had some issues. We don't know. But one thing we observed is that there are fish, when they don't eat during the feeding time, they'll hang out down by the pump. Okay? And down in that area right there. Okay? And when I'm feeding, they don't. So those fish are the ones that perish within a day or two. Now the rest are fairly lively. The loop siphon is still working. All right, and the fish have adapted to that. It occurs about every 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and feed these guys. I do have the air supply turned off. Okay, and of course the purpose of that air is to help introduce dissolved oxygen into the tank. And I'm just give you guys a little bit more. This is probably I've been trying to learn how to feed these guys because initially I think I might have been giving them too much. Okay. And so I've been giving them small amounts. This is my 5th one today. Today is Saturday, so it's kind of a pleasure just sitting here watching them. I've got a little bit of time on my hands. Okay. They seem to be doing pretty well. The tank is holding up. I got me a little temperature probe on eBay. So you can see the temperature here, 69.6. The range is between 65 and 75 for these degrees Fahrenheit for these common goldfish. However, I've been reading, the ammonia in the water to be converted to nitrites. There's some bacteria, and the bacteria require a little bit warmer temperature. So what I've got to do now is actually increase this temperature up to about, we're going to try 73, 74 degrees. And I've got a 300 watt heater I picked off of eBay to do that. Okay. Now the plants. Now obviously the plants are fed in the nitrogen cycle after the ammonia is converted to nitrites. The nitrites are converted to nitrates. The nitrates are what feeds these plants. So we probably have a little bit of nitrate in there right now. So these plants, I can say they're a little perky. And so I think they're getting something. There's some tomato plants in the back. I've added 5 there. I've got a couple bush bean plants here, and then some little lettuce or mesclun planted in there. Okay, so I was reading yesterday that when you cycle a tank, that means that's when you have water with no bacteria. It takes a while for the bacteria to increase in levels. So there's actually like a 40-day period it takes to build up the nitrate levels so that they're actually feeding the plants in the grow bed. I did learn something about the ammonia. When you measure ammonia with these test kits, it measures total ammonia. And ammonia is actually, that total ammonia is made up of 2 things. One is called ammonia, one's called ammonium. And one of them are really toxic, the other one is relatively harmless. So you have to know temperature and the pH level to be able to figure out how much of the total ammonia is really the bad stuff. So I was really alarmed there. I thought we had really bad stuff, and once I read that, I did some measurements and decided that we're really safe right now. We're still low on the toxic ammonia side, and it's a little bit higher than normal, but we know that here, given another couple weeks, the ammonia level should come back down and reach some level of equilibrium with the system. Okay. All right, just to give you another view. There's the grow bed. Grow bed seems to be doing pretty well. I did put up the plastic sheeting, As you can see, the plastic sheeting, I do have it closed during the night to keep it warm in here, and I think the plant's responding well to that too. I'm experimenting with the water level in the grow bed because I don't want the water level to get up to the top, because other growers that have done that have learned that it actually puts up a lot of algae on top, and then you have to deal with that. So I'm going to try to get the water level just a little bit below the rocky surface. And, the little lamp down here, it's a little 23 watt CFL, the compact fluorescent. That seems to be doing really well, and what's nice about that, of course, is it really gives the water a really nice color. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the air. Excuse me. Okay, I've got these two air stones in there that are about a foot long. The one over there is working really well. This one here is, I'm waiting for it to sort of break loose or clear itself. It's not producing as many air bubbles as I would like, but I broke one 2 weeks ago, so I don't want to manhandle that too much. Got a couple smaller air stones over here. So I don't have any way of measuring the oxygen right now, so I'm just assuming that this is sufficient. Okay, well, that's about all I've got to say now. This is Chuck, and I'll post something more later when I've got something more to report.